Today, Royce and I are back to share our experience with the new one-handed reciprocating saw from Ryobi. The saw recently came out as part of their 1 Plus HP 18-volt line of tools. Ryobi claims that the saw is smaller, lighter, and provides a longer runtime. This is pretty self-evident in itself, especially with the new brushless motor. Out of the box, you get the saw, and it comes with one wood-cutting blade to help get started. While at the store, it may not be a bad idea to pick up other blades to have on hand when cutting other materials. A big appeal of this saw is how convenient it is to pick up and get to work. Let's review the features. As you well know, the saw is compatible with any 18-volt battery, so make sure to have one on hand. A saw is only as good as its blade, so make sure to replace them as needed. On the side, you will find a quick release blade lever, allowing you to change out your blades. Note the pivoting shoe. While expected to be part of the saw, it does allow for greater depth control. The saw also has a safety switch. When changing blades or not using the saw, make sure this is engaged, and while you're at it, take the battery out. In other words, don't be an idiot. Once you have a blade securely in, add your battery and you're ready to get to work. Let's also point out the LED light, which automatically turns on when the saw is in use. This may be helpful in those low-lit areas. Now, before we get to some cutting, I'll make this claim. I am no means a professional who works in the trades. I am just a typical homeowner who occasionally thinks he's the tool man, where in reality, I'm just a man who's trying to please his wife by getting the chores done. Royce will also contest to that. That said, let's go cut some branches. Here's literally the very first cut I made with this saw. A little cumbersome, but it clearly gets the job done. On the much smaller branches, it easily cleans up. And when cutting the larger branches down to size for the fall pickup, it was much appreciated. I will note that the extreme vibration in some cases was not expected. I'll be the first to admit, it could have been the result of the user, but let's point out that the motor is rated for 3000 SPMs. Let's take a closer look. Now let's jump in the garage and cut some other material. First, how about some PVC pipe? Perhaps not the best tool of choice for the finer details, but very ideal for any demo work. Now for some black steel pipe. No, I nearly cut everything literally one-handed, partially because that's how it's advertised. But obviously, I had to hold what was being cut due to not having a solid system to hold such in place. In my opinion, the saw surely operates better when using two hands, plus it's safer. So what's my take on the saw? In general, I do like it. It's small, and I really like the fact that I can move around and not have to worry about a power cord. The saw is priced at $99, which is reasonable in my opinion. For the everyday homeowner, the saw may be overkill, but when compared to a typical handsaw or other choices, it is much appreciated. I do like the more rugged look of the new HP line, and I hope to see more updates like this roll out. That said, there's no denying that the saw operates better with two hands. I suppose my biggest complaint was the fact that I ran out of things to cut, which is no fault of Ryobi. Okay, the chores are done and Royce is ready to get some playtime in, so we'll wrap this up. If the video gave you a bit more insight on the new reciprocating saw, make sure to hit the like button. I'd like to see the channel grow, so if you can help out by hitting the subscribe button, it would be much appreciated. Until next time, thanks for watching.